Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us this Friday. I'm Jeanelle. Slade. Russ is off tonight. Although summer break just started, School District 2 is already hard at work for next fall. District employees have picked out new textbooks and curriculum and have started updating chemistry labs in the Billings high schools. All this progress after Billings voters passed a nearly $1 million levy in May. Now, the district also in the process of hiring 4 new career coaches. Q2's Mitch Laggy is standing by now with an update on the district's progress. Mitch.
That's right, Jeanelle. It's been full steam ahead for District 2 staff since school got out. They've picked out new learning materials for middle and high schools, paid for with the help of that levy. I sat down with District 2 Superintendent Greg Upham to hear more about the district's progress and hear his vision for a paradigm shift in the Billings Public Schools.
What are you interested in? What do you want to do? There's more opportunity now for students than there ever has been. We are going to have to help our parents, our teachers, and our students see the education system in a different manner.
Billings School District 2 Superintendent Greg Upham wants the Billings schools to cater to career-oriented students, as well as those headed to college. The district is in the process of hiring 4 career coaches. Their job? To help high school students connect with jobs in the real world.
We want their high school day to look different, especially in their junior and senior year. We want them on the job site, in the workplace, while they're in high school, so they can get a flavor or a taste of exactly what the expectations are in the career that they're interested in.
Upham describes the process of filtering students to their respective career interests as a hub and spoke. Groups like Job Service and Big Sky Economic Development will work with the district's community outreach director as the hub. Then, career coaches will be the spokes, directing students to a job that they have chosen.
Yeah, what we're trying to do is we're trying to bump the conversation at the breakfast table. And so now, with the opportunities that are out there, we want to expand that knowledge to say that what's not being discussed at the breakfast table now can be discussed in a family, and there are these types of opportunities. And most importantly, we're going to connect you with the people who you need to know. And that's really exciting.
Upham wants students in middle school to be thinking about their future.
We want our middle school teachers, our middle school support staff, our middle school students, our middle school parents to understand specifically what careers are open to them and the pathways that SD2 has built in middle school, so that when they sign up for that first year of their freshman classes, they already have an interest portfolio put together to help them align to the direction they may want to go with their careers.
Time will tell how the new opportunities will work out for Billings students. And Upham told me the district expects to have the career coaches hired by the 3rd week in July. And if you're interested in what textbooks will be used in the Billings high schools next year, they're on display for public viewing right now at the Lincoln Center. Jeanelle?
Thanks so much, Mitch. Well, tonight, Billings police issuing an alert for a missing woman with dementia. 72-year-old Lynn Person is possibly driving a 1991 red Monte Carlo with Montana license plates. Again, Lynn has dementia, and if you see her, please contact Billings police. Well, after months of speculation, Montana's lone representative in the U.S. House finally announces he wants to fill Montana's top job and run the state. Greg Gianforte made the announcement today in Helena. MTN's Jonathan Ambarian was there.
On Friday afternoon, Congressman Greg Gianforte addressed dozens of delegates at the Montana Republican Party's state convention in Helena. He told the group he'd heard from people around the state asking him to consider running for governor.
They've said we need an executive in the governor's office, someone with business experience, and a customer service mindset. Someone to fix the important problems facing our state that have been neglected for far too long. And that's why, today, I'm announcing that I've decided to run for governor of the great state of Montana.
Gianforte is a businessman from Bozeman who co-founded Right Now Technologies, a software development company. He said his top priority is creating more high-wage jobs in Montana. He said the Trump administration's policies on cutting taxes and reducing regulations have been good for the national economy, and he wants to use them as a model for the state.
Together, I know we can build a better Montana. It's our time, and we have to seize the moment.
Gianforte previously ran for governor in 2016, losing to Steve Bullock. A few months later, he won Montana's House seat in a special election. He was re-elected last November. He now joins a crowded field of Republicans vying for the nomination for governor. Other previously announced candidates include Attorney General Tim Fox, State Senator Al Olszewski, and Secretary of State Corey Stapleton. Gianforte said his time in business sets him apart.
Just like President Trump brought business experience to the White House, we need business experience in the governor's office. And of all the candidates, I'm the one that has the proven track record to actually create higher wage jobs so more Montanans can prosper.
In Helena, Jonathan Amberian, MTN News.
Thanks, Jonathan. 2 Democratic candidates have filed to run for governor: House Minority Leader Casey Schreiner and former state representative Riley Neal. Well, 4 vetoes from Governor Steve Bullock will remain in place despite efforts to override them. State lawmakers voted by mail, failing to get the 2/3 votes needed. Now, the closest vote came on Senate Bill 71. That aimed at reducing prescription drug costs by putting restrictions on pharmacy benefit managers. It fell short by 5 votes in the House and 5 votes in the Senate. The other vetoes include bills to create a tax abatement on new broadband projects, provide income tax credits for business, and provide free speech protections on public college campuses. Switching gears now to the weather scene. It's Father's Day weekend, and whether you're hitting the links or grilling them, it's bound to be a good one for our dads, right, Bob?
I like that, grilling the links. That sounds pretty good idea. Well, yeah, it's not going to be too bad. Let me show you what's happening out there right now. Doppler radar showing the scattered rain showers. They're moving out of the state. That means Saturday looks like it's going to be a pretty good day, but then we do see some more showers starting to move in on Sunday. But let me show you our Father's Day forecast. This is your #1 dad forecast. Let me show you what we have. Yes, all right. So it looks like at 9 a.m. on Father's Day, it's going to be about 62 degrees and partly cloudy skies. Then later that day by noontime, it's going to be 70 with a slight chance for rain. By 6 p.m. up to 75 degrees with fair skies, but also about a 25% chance for some scattered rain showers. Moving in late in the day on Father's Day, on splash and dash shower day is kind of what we're looking at. Then after that, we're looking at a very comfortable week ahead. We'll chat more about that in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Bob. Well, this weekend is full of activities across Billings, and with Bob's forecast, it's time to get out. Tomorrow morning, the 40th annual Heart and Soul Run starts in front of St. Vincent Healthcare. Now, proceeds from that event go toward the YMCA annual campaign and Billings TrailNet. And then in the afternoon and into the evening, it's time for the food truck battle on the Yellowstone. More than 20 different food trucks will take to the grounds of Metro Park in an effort to come out on top as the best food truck in Billings, but also raise money for homeless veterans across our community. And whether you're tying on a salmon fly or threading a night crawler onto a hook, during Father's Day weekend, everyone across Montana can fish for free. A great chance to get outdoors. Now, Montana Fish, Wildlife and Park says while the promotion allows anyone to fish without a license this Saturday and Sunday, all other fishing rules and regulations are in effect and must be followed. Well, it was a happier ending to a sad accident in western Montana this week. One of Montana Highway Patrol's tweeting troopers sent out this photo from his partner. A vehicle had hit and killed a deer, leaving her fawn behind. Trooper John Raymond responded to the crash and, as you can see, rescued the young fawn, nestling it safely in the back of his patrol car. Now, no word on the condition of the fawn tonight, but we do know she is in the care of Montana Fish, Wildlife and Park. Drink more water and reduce waste. That's the goal in Glacier National Park this summer. The Refill Not Landfill project encourages visitors to use reusable water bottles and a new map that pinpoints where you can fill your water bottles throughout the park and the Flathead Valley. On top of that, disposable plastic water bottles will no longer be sold in the park, and you'll notice an increased number of recycling bins in high traffic areas. Coming up on tonight's 10 o'clock news, this dad has been by his son's side through it all, crawling, walking, running, and now plane jumping. Their story next. And another film festival is pulling big screen lovers to the Big Sky State. We'll head to Butte to check it out. And later in sports, the Mustangs are back. See if the Boys of Summer could start the new season with a win.
You're watching MTN News with Jeanelle Slade and Russ Riesinger. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Breen. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.